Hi, folks. Ron Barlow here. I'm alive, I'm alert, and I feel great. Apparently, you did a search. Let me see now. The questions to ask a special education teacher about their job. Well, in the last 8 years of my teaching career, I taught developmentally challenged high school aged students. There was 4 classrooms that I taught in. I covered the classes of the regular teacher that they call them a segregated class, but the students don't rotate around the different classes. So they need to have their relief time or a preparation time. And I come in and covered that for them. And sometimes I stir them up and then get out of there. There's sometimes a few incidents have happened, and I had a good position where I could get out of there if something bad happened. But now, you might have, I think some of you might want to know why I didn't choose to be a mainstream teacher and I chose to be a special ed teacher. Well, I did teach mainstream high school, uh, phys ed and in the classroom with a little science. But I was fixing up properties and selling them. They were income properties, and I was starting to accumulate some money. And I thought that I would love to do that full time and become the next Donald Trump. Now, I don't mean the Donald Trump of today. I want, the one with the big tower, the Trump Tower. And so I quit teaching, left it, and what a bonehead move. What happened was the real estate market crashed. Mortgages went to 22%. Not very easy selling environment. So I was struggling and just had to do supply teaching. And so I decided that I would go and diversify my qualifications. I took many courses. I took, well, they call it cooperative education, where the kid goes out and has experiences in a shop or an industry. I took like English as a second language, but it turned out that what got me a job was the special ed certificate that I got, and I haven't looked back since. If you ask me how that was, it was wonderful. I just remember one thing and one student. I won't mention his name, but he was a native boy, and he was a big guy, and I could walk down the breezeway and then turn right into, and I could see the classroom as I was going there, the windows of the classroom going in another wing, and I could hear, Mr. Barlow's coming, Mr. Barlow's coming. Oh, never had that happen in uh, in a regular mainstream high school unless they were all doing something bad and they wanted to warn each other to get straightened out before he shows up. No, but he greeted me with a big smile all the time, and all the kids were very loving. So it was a wonderful environment, and that was the kids. Now the lady teachers and the education assistants, they were wonderful as well. They were loving, caring, nurturing women. Several of them had been out of teaching and raising their family for a while, and they had been elementary school teachers. They knew how to deal with this mentality. I guess I wasn't familiar with kids that were sort of acting on a grade 5 level, and that was just so great. They wanted those kids to have the kind of experience they would have if they're being raised in an ideal family. They would have celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas, and they'd go on trips, and we had field trips. And the one lady, she herself had 4 kids, so you knew that she liked kids. And then she adopted 4 further kids. I'll tell you a story about how we got all of those kids involved. So let's say it was in the fall. I remember we would go to the fall fairs. We'd take a trip to the fall fairs, and well, before getting into all the extracurricular things, like these ladies were going way well above and beyond their teaching duties. But in their teaching duties, we taught them simple things like how to prepare a meal, and we would work on that every day for a week. And then on Friday, we'd sit together for an hour and share the meal like a family would. And then they were able to have their normal free period of lunch after that. And so, like I say, Thanksgiving, Christmas, there were really special spreads put on. And then we, when in the fall, to the fall fairs, we went to the conservation areas. We went to, at Halloween time, we'd go to a field of pumpkins and we get a hayride, go in to find where the pumpkin patch is. And of course, the kids were able to bring home some pumpkins. They loved that. And let me see, what else happened in the fall? Well, in the early winter, or no, actually in the spring, in the late winter, we would go down, we would get on a trip to where there was maple trees being tapped for their maple syrup. We'd watch them tap the trees. We'd watch them produce it. We'd come inside and see them produce the maple syrup, and then they would sit down for a pancake breakfast with syrup on it. Oh yeah, some of the other things we did, we'd go to the marine land in the nice weather, and we go to the African lion safari to see the animals. It was a big, many acres. The animals roamed pretty free and a lot different than the zoo. And these are the kind of things that we did, and I really appreciated it. And I know that the parents, they appreciated it. They gave us, whenever we ran into each other at parents' nights, they really were thanking us for putting up with their kids, is what they were saying. And I got gifts from the kids and from the parents, which had never happened to me in the mainstream. I remember this one girl made me these coasters and sort of knitted. There were yarn all over them, and I still have them today. And one set of parents gave me an exceptional carving of two wooden ducks, hand painted. Uh, that's a quality gift. So if you ask me how my experience was in special ed, it was really a fantastic one. And by the way, my entrepreneurial side is now operating again because I did take a big hunk out of my career for actually 12 years when I wasn't building my pension. So if you want to take a look at underneath the YouTube video, click on the YouTube video logo, go under into the description, and you'll see a URL there for a way to make passive income from home. I'm a little bit older and lazier now, so that's a great way to make money. So bye for now. Hope to see that you've subscribed to my channel, or if you make a comment or give me a like. Thank you very much. Bye bye.